There we go. Finally. Okay. Does everything sound okay? Okay, good. Now, does it sound okay? I had to put a muffler on my mic and I've got it on my arm because it was like scuffing a lot last time I was on. Just you and me so far, so I hope. It looks like I've got 2 videos on for some reason on YouTube, so I hope I selected the right one. Okay, good. I have my fan on, so if it's too loud, let me know. Hi, Rhonda. Okay. Just gonna have a sip of water. I think I'll keep my iPad right here because the printing is bigger and I can see it better. So, I'm going to need pockets, and this, and the pocket back. Okay, so I already sewed the front exterior pocket to the lining of the front exterior pocket. And that was so that I could get the magnetic snap in, because I just wanted to make sure that I got all the little things out of the way. And I also did my front exterior pocket flap, and then I've got the snap on that as well. So now that that is done, we have to get the front exterior pocket back. And I didn't get my centers, so just 1 minute. Hi, Nicole. Okay. Exterior pocket back piece, the side that measures. Okay, let me just see. Okay. So I did that right. The longer side of your front exterior pocket should be facing up. Should be the top and the bottom. So we want to pin that around. I am using a gray thread. Oh, thank you, Cynthia. I'm glad. Okay, now what I want to do is make sure That's good. If it's just a little bit higher than your pocket back, that's okay, because if it's got a little bit of give here, that's okay, because it's going to make it easier to, I'm finding some people are wishing they had put the snap down a little bit. I didn't, but I've still got just a little bit of extra room, so it's perfect. Okay, so just going to baste that together. It'd help if I had my machine on. Now we are going to get the front exterior side panels. Oops, did I rock it? Sorry. Front exterior side panels. There they are. And we are going to sew those like this and like this. Right sides together. At the seam allowance. Okay. I have never done this bag before, so thank you, Brandy. I can't wait to see it when it's finished, Brandy. I bet you it's beautiful. Well, I've seen you the parts of it, but that's a hard job to do. Hi, Terry. Did I already run out of bobbin? That's crazy. I just filled it up. That is weird. Okay guys, I guess I'm making a bobbin because I forgot to do that before the live. Sorry about that. Oops, come on now. What am I doing? There we go. Hello, Melissa. Oops. That should be enough to get me through the bag. I hope. What's going on with my machine? There we go. Okay. Okay. I think we're back in business, guys. Sorry about that. Yeah, no kidding. I'm honored that you joined me, Melissa. That's awesome. I'm doing this as a drop-in lining just because I don't think my hands can handle a birth today. Just one of those days. Take care, Nicole. Now, I believe, yeah, you open it up to lay it flat. Seam allowances should be pressed to the left and right, and then top stitch. Perfect. I oiled my machine, so you might see oil on my black vinyl. Melissa, I saw someone do this bag in black and white, and I just fell in love. So I am kind of copying their idea a little bit. I don't think it's going to look exactly the same because I think they had I'm not sure if they had a printed fabric or... But. that is the front so far. This is your pocket opening. Okay, now we're going to baste this. Just baste it to the top. And I like to snap it together and make sure that everything lines up. It does, okay? Hi, Karen. Oh, thank you, Karen. I was going to do this on Brandy's channel, just my last live for her channel before she takes it back over. And she said, nope, time to start your own channel, girl. So that's what I'm doing. Uh-oh. Lauren just texted me, Auntie broke her hip. That's not good. That is one ant that just keeps on going, just trucking along like you would not believe. She's amazing. Okay, and now we get our connectors. And I already did those before the live started. And they look like this. Okay. We're just going to put those at the edge of the pocket, like this. And then baste them together onto the pocket there. Yep. Perfect. I have one more connector and I'm going to need that in a minute. There. Okay. So now the connectors are on. And now we want to retrieve the front, back, top, exterior pieces and put one on top and one on the bottom. Front to back, bottom. Front, back, bottom, top, front, back, bottom, exterior, front, back, top, exterior, front, back, bottom, exterior. Okay. get my centers again. Karen was your first ever customer, Melissa? It's cool. Nice. Okay. Oh, gotta find my centers again. I thought I was being so brilliant. Hope this view is okay. I had a bit of a challenge before I went live, so couldn't get all my cameras working in OBS, so it is amazing. Okay, now we're going to do that at the, is that the source? Yeah. Okay. Probably going to need hump jumper to get over those connectors when I get to them. There's some thickness there, so if you're on a domestic, make sure of your materials. Thanks for coming by, Melissa. I appreciate it. Yeah, that blanket, just such a labor of love. So Melissa's working on another pattern. Woo! Love her patterns. You can see from the backs of my vinyl that I made some mistakes when I was drawing it out. I'm so glad I drew out the pattern pieces instead of just cutting them right out, which I learned from Brandy. Otherwise, I'd be out a lot of vinyl. Okay, now let me just double check. I can't remember which way my seams are supposed to go before I top stitch. Okay, opening like that. Press seam allowance towards the bottom. Okay. Towards the bottom. Okay. In this one, you're going to want to undo your flap. So this is already at the bottom. Towards the bottom. Just finger press that out. And basting stitch. Yeah, exactly, Karen. Oh, thanks. I don't think I've ever done a black and white bag before. This is my first one. And this has to go down, so I gotta make sure. Oops, it doesn't like to unsnap. So that's gotta be that. Okay. Okay, there we go. Again, you're going to want to put a hump jumper under so that you don't scuff your vinyl when it gets to those. Oh, hang on, let me take another stitch or two. Okay, because there's got the not only the flap but the connectors. Hi, Sue. Thanks for coming. I appreciate you. Oops. Oh, hang on, guys. Okay, right there, it decided to flip up instead of stay down, so I just have a couple stitches I have to take out. Just a couple. Down again. Get that into the exact same hole. things to remember. There we go. And that's it so far. I would think that she would have wanted it up going this way. Top stitch. Okay. All right. Next we're going to cut some squares out of the bottom here because it's going to have what's that called? Those corners called? Okay, let me get my ruler. Cut those out. Oh, I remember you, Sue, from the podcast. Yes. I love Deb. She is such a sweetheart. I think she's on vacation right now. A well-deserved vacation. Okay. So that is done. Oh, okay. She recommends I add my bag tag now on the top piece here, centered. Okay. Okay. And half of 3 3/4 is 1.5 plus 3/8. 7/8. Okay, so 1 7/8. the knife. In Turkey. Wow. Cousins on my husband's side lived in Turkey for quite a while, and they absolutely loved it. It's so gorgeous over there. I guess every country has its own beauty, right? We in BC just happen to have oceans and mountains. Well, in the lower mainland anyways. And in Kamloops they have brown trees. That should make Brandy say something. Aw, thanks, Sue. Yeah, thumbs up would be awesome, guys. I know you have more than brown trees. You also have my son and daughter-in-law. Yes, you are a desert. I'm going up to see my son and daughter-in-law the first weekend of April. And I'm going to go and have a little coffee with Brandy if she's available that day. I can't wait to see Brandy. Okay, let's see. Looks good. A little bit of duct tape. And there we go. How's that look? Not bad, eh? Okay. Sorry I have to keep reading the instructions, but I've never made this bag before, so. Now we're going to do the back exterior. Okay. Thanks, Karen. Okay, she tells you the measurement where she wants you to put the... Oh, thanks, Sue. Where she wants you to put your strap connector. I'm just going to make little line. Oh, can you see it? There's one, and then on the other side as well. And before you sew them down, you want to make sure that they are lining up with these ones. So I'm going to place them, these pieces on top of each other just to be sure. Before I sew them, baste them down. Okay. Yes, they are lining up. Perfect. Just get this out of my way for a minute. Face these down. Chaos. Okay. Next step is the let me see. What? Oh no. You guys. I just made a huge boo-boo. Ay, ay, ay. Oh no. This was supposed to be my top piece. Oh no. Darn it. Now what do I do? Oh, shoot. Now I got my top stitching and my, not to mention my tag. Ah! Okay, what I might do then is trim this down. Yeah, I can take off the difference. Let me just see what the difference is. I'd say it is about 3/8 difference. So I can take my top, I can cut 3/8 off of the top, and then cut another top and bottom in the white vinyl so that they match my front. Okay, so I'll take 3/8 off of here. Yes, I am in your brain. I apologize, guys. I did not want to make any mistakes today, but such is life, right? Okay. 3/8. I think my hubby just got home. I heard Apollo getting very excited. Okay. Now my name tag might not be as centered as it was, but that's okay. Thank you. Yeah, that's true. We all make mistakes. So now that's it trimmed up. I guess it's not too bad. Not bad. I kind of wish this was like being top stitched here instead of down here, because it, once it's done up, I don't know. Yeah, I guess it's alright. Okay. Alright. So there you go. That's done. Now I'm going to have to go and cut another front, back, top exterior. And I'll save those for another time. And a front, back, bottom exterior in my white. I don't know what I was thinking. Okay, I'll just be a minute, you guys. Thanks, Karen. Okay. I can bring my iPad over here so that I can keep talking to you guys while I cut out. Yeah, it's centered, kind of. Once I do my seam, I hope it's still centered. I'm using white vinyl from Fabricville. I have it all taped down, so that's all I'm doing right now is cutting the tape because it didn't want to come off. Okay, so I just need the front, back, bottom, and then the front, back, top. See, I would have had a camera over my cutting table as well, but I couldn't figure OBS out today. Brandy's going to help me with that too. She's got to help me with everything. Okay, now I'm cutting out the second piece. Going to find my centers on both pieces. Now the narrower one is the top and the wider one is the bottom. Okay. Yeah, my bag will match my chair. Yeah, those vintage machines, Sue, they are unbelievable. I have a treadle sewing machine upstairs, and if I could work my legs for that long, because you got to keep pumping up and down on the pedal to sew, it'll go through anything. That thing is I don't know what to call it. It's amazing. Okay. We used to go to antique malls all the time. Hang on, is that the top? No. Top, Dawn. I almost did the same thing. Okay. Yeah, we used to go to antique malls all the time. There were places in, it's called Fort Langley. And we used to be able to just take a quick little ferry boat over to Fort Langley. And that was something we did as a family. The kids loved it because they'd go through this mall and they'd find old comic books and stuff. Well, I found this old, it's the brand name is White, W-H-I-T-E. And I found this sewing machine and I was just, I was smitten. And next thing you know, Lauren's talking to the guy and buying me a treadle. So it's pretty awesome. Let me just make sure I got this right one more time. Yeah, okay. Phew. Make sure your rectangle rings are facing down. Because if you sew over those, your machine makes a really yucky noise. Ask me how I know. Bottom on. Yeah, they are beautiful. Mine is actually, because there's a lot of the old machines, like the treadles, that are just metal, and they're gorgeous. They're just that wrought iron. Mine actually has a wood cabinet, so it's also got fantastic storage. It's where I keep all my buttons. I keep that up in my treadle cabinet. I'll never get rid of that machine. I just love it. Lauren says from time to time, you know, we could get rid of that machine. We'd have more room. Nope, it's not going anywhere. I'll find a place down here in my studio before it goes anywhere. And there we go. I do believe these seams are supposed to go down as well. Yes. Oh, that's beautiful. I'd love to see that. Okay. Yeah, seam allowances toward the bottom. Okay. sure that it's sweet. Oh, hope I didn't scuff my vinyl there. Got to put my pump jumper on. Nope, sorry. I'm going to put it under this one anyways. There we go. Did I drop it? Yep. Still have remnants of the tape from the roll on here. Gotta get those off. There we go. No damage done. Zoomies. That's cute. Yeah. Our dog gets the zoomies, it seems like 24/7. Okay. Okay. So now we're going to cut those squares out of the bottom again. So hard to see the white vinyl through the through the ruler here. Need a different background or something. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Cut those out. Okay, now I gotta go cut these pieces out. That's my back all done. Thanks, Rhonda. Just gotta quickly go cut these pieces out of my foam. I shall be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. You went for a walk too, Rhonda? Good for you. Last time I checked it was raining here, so I could be wrong though because I haven't been upstairs in a bit. Okay, so we use these pieces as our template to cut out our foam. I'm going to cut it out a bit bigger because of the way I like to put my foam on, and I'll show you that in just a minute. I cut it out about, I don't know, a ½ inch bigger than my pattern piece or my template here. Just a little bit bigger. Okay, one piece done. piece. Yeah. Rhonda and I live very close to each other. She lives in about, I don't know, half an hour to 45 minutes, 40 minutes away, depending on traffic. Done. Put my iPad back. Get my pieces. So now, oops, now they start getting a little cumbersome, but that's okay. So, what I like to do, and this is a Brandy and Anna trick, is I like to do a 1/8 inch baste around all the edges here, and then because you've got more foam hanging out of the sides and everything, you're able to get right in there and trim that off really close, and then it takes away all that bulk from the edges. So here we go. Just gonna baste it down. Come on. What's going on with that? Okay, there we go. I know. We've never gotten together. That's so weird. When we live so close. I don't think we've ever met in person. Is that true? Well, that makes me sad. Yeah, now is the time. Okay, what I might do is stop right there, and I'm going to cut the seam allowance off of the top. I think Brandy did that in her video, and I think it was for the best. So I'm just going to trace out where my piece is now. And then take the seam allowance off of that. Okay. Cut that off. And then I am going to add some double-sided tape, just a little bit between here and here. Keep that down. Oh, actually, I think yeah, that's right. Okay. Come on. There we go. Okay, so now I can finish basting this. I'll do that on the other side as well. Catch that before it falls. That's okay, Diane. Yes, I have, Sue. It's this what's on the inside of my flap here. Okay, so now what you do is you trim as close to your seam allowance as you can, and I'll show you in a minute how that looks. And it just takes all that bulk away from the edges. You see that? I don't know if you can see that or not, but there's hardly any bulk compared to how bulky it would be if you just left the foam the way it is, right? Okay. Yeah, it looks so much better. Well, it is so much better. Doesn't matter how it looks because you're not going to see it. You guys see my cute little mic with the muffler? If you're wondering what that was. I didn't even realize it came with one of these furry little things, so I was looking through the stuff that I got when I bought it, and I realized, hey, I've got a muffler. So put it on today because with my fan on, and I can't sew without my fan most of the time, I get way too hot down here. So I knew with the fan going and with the scuffing sounds that it was making last video, I needed a muffler. Okay. So there you go. See how nice that is? Yeah. So we're going to do that with the other piece now. And I'm going to do the same thing once I get up here. I will take the seam allowance off and tape it down. I was thinking last night, hey, it would be better if I could cut all these pieces out, these foam pieces out, before I start the live tomorrow, but that would have meant sewing half the bag together before I could go live, and I didn't want to do that. Oops. So let's do that again. Take the seam allowance off the top here. Okay. Oh, for sure. Yeah. And this, like I said, I learned this from Randy and Anna. Anna is a upholstery girl. I don't think she does it anymore, but she did beautiful upholstery for the longest time. And this was one of her tricks to keep the bulk out. Now, because I'm doing a drop-in lining, that's why I want to keep the foam out of the top area, because I'm going to have to fold that down. I'm going to fold the seam allowance down, so I don't want any foam in there. Oh my goodness, this tape. There we go. All right. Finish off these edges and trim. Not too much left to do on this bag. Okay. Now trim. usually tells me how long I've been live, but it's not telling me this time. I love it when my my scissors just kind of slide. Makes it a lot quicker. There we go. Voila. Back is done. Front is done. And the next step is okay, we get to put them together. Perfect. Now, you want to line these sides up because you want the main part to line up with the main part on the back. And same at the bottom. You want the bottoms to line up as well. And what I'm going to do, I believe, if I can find it, yeah. I'm going to put, when I have to take that clip off, I'm going to put my stiletto right in there to make sure that they still line up. They still might not, but I'm going to try. Just see here for a second. There we go. That's better. Yeah, that's better. My pieces were a little bit bigger in places than the other side, so I wanted to match them up. Okay. There we go. That's one side. We want to match up the bottoms as well. Match up your centers. And match up your other side. Let me just trim this one down as well. There we go. What about this one? Is it okay? Oh, white's a little bit bigger. It happens. There we go. Matching up. Yep. Okay. So match up those bottoms again. Match watching anything interesting on TV right now? I started watching Friends again. Because I'm kind of run out of things to watch. Okay, we're going to do the seam allowance down this edge and the bottom and the other edge. Oops, I forgot the stiletto. Darn it. Hope they matched up. Move over to the bottom. Stiletto this time. Move it to the side. See if that works. White Lotus. Huh. What's it about, Karen? Now we are going to square up these corners. I'm going to nest my seams. You can try opening them up if that's what you prefer. Too. Let's go this way. If you do decide to nest, make sure your bottom seam allowance is going the same way as the opposite side. Okay, do the seam allowance. trim this seam down a little bit if you like. I think I might do that because it's pretty bulky. Clean up a little bit. Okay. Now, let me just make sure my seams lined up. No holes. Everything looks okay. Yep. And now we move on to the lining. Yeah. Okay. So, what I did in the background is I already did my zipper pocket that isn't Jennifer Coolidge is on this show. A chain of hotels from places like Bali. Murder mystery. Oh, okay. It is a quick bag. So what I did behind the scenes is I did my zipper panel because that's not part of the pattern. It's an addition that you can do. And I did a zipper pocket that's not a zipper like I did on my the dolly that I did for Brandy's March classes. So what I do is I do just a normal zipper. I do my rectangle box and then I pull it through, and then instead of putting a zipper in, I just top stitch around here and then put the backing on. And as I said in class, the reason I do that is because I find, and I don't know if any of you are the same, I find that when I have a bag with the zipper pocket, I end up leaving the zipper open. Always. Because it's, for me, it's the ease of getting things in and out. Like I put my keys in my zipper pocket. And instead of having to unzip it, I know that sounds lazy, but it's the truth. That's just the way I am. So I thought, why waste a zipper if I'm not going to even use the zipper? So this is a bag for anybody who feels the same way as I do, because there's no zipper. But if you were going to berth the bag, because it's made like a zipper pocket, you can still leave the bottom open and pull it through, and pull your bottom through the pocket to finish it up. Okay, so now what I've done is I have sandwiched the zipper panel in between my back lining and my top lining. And now we're going to sew that together at 3/8. Well, at the seam allowance, sorry. Okay. Okay, it doesn't really say, it says to open up the seams, to lay them flat, and then top stitch. But I think I'll just top stitch. Oh, I see why. You can have it top stitched like this, or you can have it top stitched so that this goes in. Okay, I'll make a decision on that. Oh, good. I'm glad you like it, Karen. Okay, so let's do the seam allowance, top here. Okay, which way do I want my zipper pointing, guys? Up or down? Dawn's zipper pocket, yeah! I think I'll point it down. So that means the seam allowances go to the top panel. Make sure they stay going in the up position. I'm trying to figure out a way to do my pocket like this and also have a zipper overlay, and I think I've got it figured out. It may involve, what's that called? It called for one in this pattern, but I can't remember the name of it. Dawn's no zip method. Anti-zip pocket. That's a good one. I'm anti-zipper. I will, Karen, for sure. Okay. I think after this, I cut out those squares at the bottom again, put it together, and then it's put the in and out together, and we're done. This is such a cool bag. I love this pattern. I'm so glad Melissa is letting me do her patterns on my channel. It's amazing how many pattern designers are willing to take that risk with a newbie, and I appreciate it so much. Okay, now we take those squares off. Yeah, I love an overlay too. Oh, good. Perfect, Karen. Isn't it pretty? I love it too. Okay, so these. Oh, that's right. I did something wrong, and I had to cut this piece out of my remaining fabric, and I didn't have enough. So there's a little bit of a a bite out of this fabric here. So I'm gonna have to try and figure out the squares and keep it even. Oh, okay, I know what I can do. I can go... Okay, let me just figure this out. We go like this, and that would be the top mark. I knew that I was going to, you know, I knew that I was going to be able to do a square. That's why I was okay with it having a bite out of it. Oh, okay. And now, okay. Did you see my anti-zip pocket, Brandy? That's what we're calling it. That's what all the cool kids are calling it. No, I actually, I was telling the gals and the guys, if there's guys on here, I was telling them that when I use a bag, I find that my zipper pocket, I always leave it open. I never close it. It'll have my keys in there or something, and I just like the ease of being able to get my keys out without having to fiddle with the zipper. So I did an anti-zipper. So it's done the same way as a basic zipper pocket. I just don't put a zipper in. See? It's like a slip pocket, but it's still could be. You could still keep the bottom open if you need to. If you're turning your bag, if you're berthing it. So the girls came up with the name, the anti-zipper pocket. Okay, now we put these together, match up those tops there. And match it down here. My tummy is growling. Hope you guys can't hear that on my mic. That would be embarrassing. And match up the bottom. An innie slip. And I told them too that I think I've figured out in my head how to do it with a zipper overlay. So that's what I'll be trying next. Oh, I better clip my zippers out of the way. Do not sew over your zippers, whatever you do. Now, I can't remember if she says to widen out your seam allowances or not. Let me just take a peek here. Oh, am I missing a piece? No. Oh, okay. Oh, that scared me. Oh, zipper facing is the word that I was looking for. Sourdough pizza sounds good. Okay, I'm not worried about that. I've already got that done. $20.47. That is $8.47, right? Okay. More zipper. A lot of pages for zipper. Zipper. I've already done that. Okay. Now, does it say? Yes, I am to increase it. Okay. Good to know. So I'm going to start increasing it when I get past this seam. Go to here and do that at the increased seam allowance. Okay, same down here, the increased seam allowance. And then when you get back to that seam at the top, you want to go down to the original seam allowance. There we go. Yeah, thumbs up would be great, guys. I had a sourdough starter too. You can trim these seams down a little bit. I got it from a local sourdough lady at a craft fair that I was involved in. And I think I left it too long because when I tried to make my sourdough, it was not working. No matter how hard I tried, I kept it warm. I added something to it every day, took off a little bit and then added more to it, and it just was not working. But apparently you can get sourdough starter on Amazon. I don't know how good it is. I don't know if it would work, but I might just give it a shot because Lauren is diabetic and trying to get him off of white bread is like pulling teeth. So I know sourdough is a lot better for diabetics than just plain old white bread, so I'd like to give it a shot. Okay, so now we're gonna box those corners again, and I'm gonna nest my seams, and we're gonna do this at the larger seam allowance, don't forget. Other side. There we go. Let's go that way. Almost done. I can't wait to see how this turns out because, like I say, I've never done this bag before. Boxed up. I'm going to trim those down just a little bit. Now what I've done is I've made a pen mark right here, and that's double the seam allowance. So I'm going to take off my tape and fold my seam allowance down. And you can open up your seam allowances if you like. And take them down. I think that's what I'll do. Okay. Open up that seam allowance again. Okay. So that is all taped down. seam allowance is all taped down. Now we're going to turn this out. And because I'm going to try and do it a different way. I'm going to try and set this over my exterior, and then I can sew on the exterior side instead of the lining side. I think I'll just put a clip on the seams here, because they like to come up a little bit. There we go. Okay, so that's my lining. I really love this fabric. Isn't that cute? Okay, so now let's get the exterior. We got to do the same thing there, only this time I'm going to have to measure because of the boo-boo that I did earlier. Yeah, let's start here. Double the seam allowance, don't forget. That's where you want to make your line so that you can tape, so that you can fold your actual seam allowance down to that line. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Seam on here. Okay, now you got to put tape on there. You can put it right at the line, or you can put it at the top of your piece here. It doesn't matter. Over here. Hope you can see. Probably not very very well. Sorry about that. Okay. Now let's see if it works with that foam still being in there. I hope it does. Just take that top and fold it down. I think I might clip it because there's of the bulk. Probably better to clip it. Just to make doubly sure that it isn't going to move. I know this is like watching water boil. Okay, now open up those seams. Get this tape down. This tape picks the worst times to be persnickety. There we go. Okay. Press that seam allowance down as well. And flip it. Flip it good. Brandy, are you still there? Did you know that Melissa's working on another pattern? Can't wait to see it. If you have never bought a Sew Yours pattern, I do have the link below this video, and her instructions are so detailed and thought out. It's she knows what she's doing, that girl. Pretty amazing. Come on, the last part's going to be really, really mean to me. Hang on a second. Okay, there we go. Are you, Diane? Oh, good for you. Okay, so that's my front. This is my back. And I want my anti-zipper at the back. Let's see if we can fit this in there. It's going to be a tight fit. I want to match up those side seams first. There we go. The other side, match those up. Clips in there. It's a little bit thick. And then we just want to, if we can, make sure that flap is down so that you don't, I don't know if it's going to let me. There's my middle, and oh, did I not make a middle mark right here? Oh, darn it. More. There we go. Oops. Lost a clip down in my purse. Up. I can unclip my zipper now. Okay, now the other side. There, is that the, yeah. Okay, center to center. I don't know why this side has a center and the other one doesn't. mixing nice. I'm just gonna start over here. I can't remember where I found this fabric. It's not spoon flour. It doesn't feel like spoon flour to me. But it could have been what's that? Dress Sew in Vancouver. I was getting a lot of fabric from her there for a while. Oh, I know where I got this. I got it at Dinky Doo in Pitt Meadows, BC. I ordered from them. That's where I got it. Okay. We're ready to go. Okay. Pray for me. I'm going to start at the corner, or at the side seam, I mean. There are no corners. Come on now. Eek. Okay. I may already have to use a pump jumper because I'm starting at that seam. I don't want to scuff my vinyl. This is when you need a cylinder arm. And you don't have to do your bag inside out so that you can top stitch on the exterior. Ah! Rhonda and I had the same brain there. We shared a brain. Clips just keep breaking. Okay. Jumper so my vinyl doesn't scuff. Again. Oops. No. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Today is not my day. I ran out of bobbin. Way over there. Oh, how annoying. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sure you got better things to do with your day than watch me run out of bobbin twice. I'm going to try and stay in the same holes that I've already made in my vinyl. I should have checked. I should know that by now. Always check before you do your top stitching. Probably I would have Sue, but today my mind is just not working. Our poor dog was sick all night last night. My husband was up cleaning vomit at like 1:30 in the morning, and then I had to clean up more when I got up at, I think it was 5 something. And then he was still vomiting when I came downstairs. So I don't know. Poor baby. Ooh, that's a mess. Don't know how that happened. Did I not hold my thread? Not looking good over here. Okay. Fill bobbin. Plenty for what I got left to do. That'll teach me next time. Do a couple more bobbins. Okay, let's try this one more time. I hope so too. I think it's getting to a point where we might have to take him to the vet because he did something very similar not too long ago, and I thought, so weird, because we're so careful about what we feed him, so why would he suddenly, you know, be having a problem? But I mean, he's also a puppy, and we can't watch him full time, so well, we do watch him pretty much full time, actually. So I have no idea what we could have gotten into. Jumper. Didn't run out of bobbin. Okay, we're going to turn this right side out. See how she looks. Oh, just a clip, I think. I hope. Don't want to lose any pieces. There we go. And here we go. Oh man, that lining fits nice. And there she is. I think she's pretty. So now, I've already done my two straps. So, I'll just clip those on so you can see, and then I will rivet them off camera. Oh, I like it. Nice straps, okay. Come on. And there you go. Kensley Tote by Sew Yours. Now all I have to do is put a zipper and a zipper end on my zipper panel here, and we're good to go. That's it. Yeah, I think so too. I was unsure how much white I should have on here, but so this originally was going to be black, but I'm glad it's white now, especially on the back, right? So it's not, this would have been the only thing that was white on the back, so I'm glad I've got white top as well. Thank you, Sue. Yeah, I'm happy with how it turned out. That's awesome. Such a nice pattern, you guys. Go out and get it. And thank you so much for joining me today. I appreciate you all so much. And I'm hoping to have content up probably every week or two. Usually lives, because I love the interaction with you all. So I hope you can join me and tell your friends about my channel and tell them to come and visit me, see if they like it, and if they do, they can subscribe and share and all of that wonderful stuff. Like all that stuff. I am working on getting a business Facebook page up so that if, by Rhonda, if anybody wants one of my bags, I can, I'll put the prices on there. Yeah, I love the lining fabric. Currently, I can only sell to places in Canada, and I think that'll work out better because with all, I just don't know, I mean, none of us really know what's going to be going on with tariffs and everything. 101! Wow! That's awesome. Yeah, with all the tariffs, I mean, people are ending up having to spend more on the tariffs than they have spent on the product, so I would rather just not take the chance of having an unhappy customer outside of Canada, so we'll stick to Canada. But if any of you have a mailbox, or like I have a place where I can go in Sumas if I order from America, and they don't call it a mailbox because they take parcels and everything like that. So if there's a place like that across the border in Canada, I don't mind sending it there. So just let me know. I will have pictures of this up on my Facebook page as well as on Brandy's. So if you're interested, let me know. I may be doing a live Facebook with all of the bags that I have available. I just haven't organized that yet. So we'll see how that happens, how that works out. So thanks again for joining me. I appreciate you all very, very much. Go make a Kensley tote. You'll love it. So we'll talk to you later. Bye, everyone. Bye, Sue.